Welcome back to Lambeau Field in Green Bay. This is football, particularly in this stadium. The Green Bay Packers have won the toss, and they will receive. Steven Gostkowski ready to kick it away to number 34, Vernon Morency, and also deep is number 23, Noah Herron, and we're underway at Lambeau. From the 5, it's Morency. Across the 20 to about the 22-yard line. Green Bay offense means Brett Favre, Favre's favorite target, Donald Driver, 56 catches for more than 700 yards this season. And on first down, Favre will play fake and underthrow his receiver in the middle of the field, intended for the rookie Greg Jennings. The Patriots free-standing. 2nd and 10. Amon Green and William Henderson in the backfield with Favre. From the shotgun, out of the backfield, it's Green. And Green forced out of bounds without much gain at all at the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard. We'll see where the ball is placed. Roosevelt Colvin forced him out.
And this is really the situation that's coming up now, 3rd and long, that's really going to try the fact that there are 3 rookies on this offensive line. And you were looking at Troy Brown, who's going to start today. The wide receiver is actually the starting nickelback. He'll work the slot receiver. That's how banged up they are in the New England secondary, that Troy Brown, who's done it a lot before, but not normally at the beginning of a game.
3rd and 10 from the 22. Favre with time, going to go down the sideline. It is incomplete. Close to midfield. Greg Jennings was the intended receiver, and Artrell Hawkins was there with the cover.
Well, that is a classic coverage, 1 short, 1 long, and that's what a safety is supposed to do. Hawkins comes in and takes away any chance of Greg Jennings being able to bring down that football.
So John Ryan comes on to punt for Green Bay, and Kevin Falk is deep, and now we have a timeout being called by the New England Patriots. 14-13 to play, first quarter. New England gets the football after this. Patriots quarterback Tom Brady anxious to get onto the field. That timeout was forced because the Patriots had too many players on the field. Ryan's kick now to Kevin Falk from his own 28. Across the 35 to about the 37 or 38-yard line, where the rookie A.J. Hawk makes the tackle. A 50-yard Brown, a busy man today. You've already seen him on defense. He's also playing wide receiver, his usual offensive slot. Line of scrimmage, the New England 37. Corey Dillon, the lone back behind Brady as he goes to work. And this is Dillon to about the 40-yard line. And the young Packers have experience on the corners with Al Harris on one side and Charles Woodson on the other. Lawrence Maroney, the rookie, into the lineup for New England on 2nd and 7. Brady with time over the middle, and wide open across midfield is Kevin Falk for a Patriots first down. 13-yard pickup on the play.
Boy, and really wide open, and this is the part of the field the Patriots love to work, the middle of the field, coming out of a bunch formation. You can see that causes some confusion in the Green Bay secondary, and Falk really left all alone. Way too easy for Tom Brady to find that.
First down now, New England in Green Bay territory at the 47. Play fake to Maroney. Brady with time, down the middle, has his man inside the 15-yard line. The tight end, Ben Watson, lost the football. And he is ruled down.
Well, he recovered it. That ball ended up being recovered by Jabbar Gaffney, I believe. Again, a wide open receiver. And let's see if that ball comes out. You can see it was stripped. It looked like it might have come out before Watson touched the ground. But nonetheless, it was recovered by the Patriots. Ben Watson, and yeah, you could see a good job there of Papinga coming in and stripping the ball. And Green Bay already with their backs to the wall.
First and 10 from the 11. The give is to Corey Dillon. And Dillon bulls his way to about the 7, maybe the 6-yard line.
Greg, those are hard yards. When a guy like Corey Dillon, and that's what you love about a guy like this, that when he has to turn to power, he's not afraid to just take a few yards instead of trying to make something flashy happen. Lower your shoulder, get a surge right behind your line, and that's a nice pickup on first down this close to the goal line.
You see his numbers on the season. Dillon had 11 carries, 98 yards in the loss to the Jets. He goes to the sideline. Maroney and Falk in the backfield on 2nd and 6. Brady running out of time and now throws it away. It'll be 3rd and 6. There is a feeling of urgency for this New England team. You know, I mentioned it to Tom Brady last night. There are a lot of teams that have back-to-back losses. It's just that the Patriots haven't experienced that for a while.
Well, their bar is just raised a little higher than most teams. And quite frankly, you know, when they went to pads this week, I think Bill Belichick kind of served that on them.
3rd and 6 from the 7. Brady going to throw inside the 5 to the 1 is Troy Brown.
Ooh, decision time. Got about a yard to go on 4th down on the road. Bill Belichick, what message are you going to send to your team? Do we take 3 points and get out of here?
This is really close. Mike Carey's our referee today.
It's close to a first down.
Yeah, we're going to measure this.
Yeah, because you can still get the first down without getting into the end zone. Let's see how close this is. And there's a interesting bunch of spectators on the Green Bay sideline.
Coach Mike McCarthy in his first season here in Green Bay.
That ball is really close to getting the first down. I'd have to think that even if they don't get it on this, it's going to be so close.
That's short of a first down.
The Patriots have one heck of a conversion rate on 4th down. I believe they're 11 out of 14 on the year. That's got to factor into having some confidence in trying to convert only about 6 inches.
3 out of 3 last week in the game against the Jets, and they will go for it. Mike Vrabel, the linebacker, has come on, and he, of course, now in New England parlance is infamous for being one of Brady's favorite receivers in the red zone. Dillon and Heath Evans in the backfield. Brady going to keep it and throw this side. Touchdown. Daniel Graham, the tight end.
Well, you got all the pieces in place. You got a running back you have to respect with the power game. The fake freezes everybody, but on top of it all, you got the quarterback you trust. You got the ball in number 12's hands. You trust him to find the open guy, and in that situation, it was Daniel Graham. That's a little bit about why the Patriots are who they are.
Graham's 2nd touchdown catch of the year. Brady's 16th TD toss. Gostowski for the extra point, and it is good. 10:47 to play, first quarter. Tom Brady and the Patriots strike first. 7-0, New England.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Southwest Airlines, proud sponsor of the NFL and official airline of Super Bowl 41. Geico, where 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. And by Budweiser Select, brewed longer for a bold taste that finishes clean. Expect everything.
Back at Lambeau. 7 plays, 63 yards. Brady went 4 for 5 for 56 of those yards, throwing to 4 different receivers.
And again, they went right after the soft spot of the Packers, and that is their pass defense. next to last in the NFL.
And Brett Favre waiting for his shot, which comes after this kick. From the goal line, Noah Herron. Get it to 15, eludes a tackler, doesn't quite make it to the 20. He did. Back to the 20-yard line, and Brett Favre back out for his second offensive series as we come back to Lambeau after this. Hey, don't miss a play, a stat, or a story with CBS Sports Line Sunday Game Center. Follow every game with lightning-fast scoring and play the hottest head-to-head trivia game on the web, Trivia Tower. It's all free at CBSSportsLine.com. From the 20-yard line, Favre and the Packers go to work. Favre will fake to the far side, come to the near side, and underthrow Ahman Green. Coming out of the backfield, we have our first update of the day from New York. And JB.
Greg and Dan, you recall my guy, Chad Johnson, set a franchise record with 260 yards against San Diego last week. Up top, Carson Palmer goes to him, 41 yards on this one. They didn't show the dance, and Greg and Dan, I was going to ask you guys, I know you were a little hipper than I am, but the most important thing, 7-0 Cincinnati. Back to Greg and Dan.
JB, I'm just wondering when he became your guy. Was it after he had that breakout game last week?
Oh, Greg.
Straight ahead is Ahman Green.
You know, a lot of people have been talking about the state of Tom Brady's shoulder. You know, that's why they signed Testaverde. Watch this. I've had sore shoulders before. I never ever thought about doing something like that if my arm was really hurting me.
Not after any of your numerous touchdown passes.
No, but you don't do that if your arm's killing you. That was quite a spontaneous show of excitement there by Tom Brady. He's fired up and ready to roll.
3rd and 7. Favre going to throw it far side, has a man and overthrew Greg Jennings, the rookie. The second-round pick out of Western Michigan.
Well, and Jennings was really covered well, and Brett had no chance but to try to loft the ball in a position where maybe Jennings could make some sort of a highlight reel catch. Ellis Hobbs is all over him, and look where Brett has to put the ball, and that's really not that bad of a throw. It would have taken something absolutely perfect to drop in.
Ryan's kick. Kevin Falk will return this one from his own 29. Tripped up shy of the 35-yard line. It's a 49-yard kick and just a 6-yard return. Green Bay faithful out in force as usual.
You're watching the NFL on CBS, home of Super Bowl 41. The NFL on CBS is sponsored by the all-new 2007 Wrangler Unlimited, a new species from Jeep, and by Dockers San Francisco, work, weekend, dress, golf.
9:42 to play in the first quarter. You know, that's a heck of a first game. You can do a lot worse than Brett against Brady.
Not every day you get two guys that are Hall of Fame locks going head-to-head.
Lawrence Maroney, the rookie, takes the pitch, tries the left side, and gets hit at about 38-yard line. Let's go back to that touchdown drive.
Well, it was working the middle of the field by Tom Brady and getting everybody involved. He started off with Kevin Falk. Then he goes deep to his tight end, Benjamin Watson. Even though he fumbled the ball, New England recovered. Then he goes back to his other tight end, Daniel Graham. And Tom Brady, yep, that's the way you like to start it off on the road. And the Patriots, a very, very confident team on the road, and their record reflects it.
2nd and 6. Brady out of the shotgun from the 39, and we get a whistle and a timeout, Green Bay.
Timeout, Green Bay.
So the Packers call time and stop the clock with 9:02 to play in the first, and we'll be back after this. With plenty still to be decided in this game, Tom Brady has a
giant curveball at the Green Bay defense, and they called him timeout.
From the 39, it's 2nd and 6. And now 5 receivers for Brady. Had movement before the snap, looked like Matt Light.
False start. Offense number 72. 5-yard penalty. Still 2nd down.
So Mike Carey fills us in, and that backs the Patriots up now to a 2nd and 11.
Offensive tackles are always trying to get that half a snap count edge on beating a defensive end upfield, and that time pretty apparent. Matt Light just started rocking back and couldn't stop himself blowing out of his stance.
This Green Bay defense has registered 31 sacks this year. Brady throws far side of the field, and that is Maroney, and Maroney wrestled out of bounds at about the 35-yard line. Time for another update from New York. Let's go back and check in with JB.
All right, Greg, let's take a look here. This time, partiality. I have no favorites. You're right. Back to Greg and Dan.
You're our favorite, JB. Meanwhile, it doesn't look like the Bengals defense has sewn up any of those holes they were sprouting a week ago.
No Cincinnati lead is safe with that group.
On 3rd and 10, Brady going to run to the 40, slides down short of the first down. Patrick Dendy coming up to hit him, but it'll bring on the punting unit.
This is something you don't see very often out of Tom Brady. When his first inclination, his last inclination is not to run. He gets hit on the left shoulder a little bit as he's sliding in there. He didn't do the classic hook slide, and that's perfectly legal.
Charles Woodson back close to his own 10-yard line for the kick. It's short and wide right, and bounces out of bounds. And Green Bay is going to have some decent field position. Time once again to take you back to the NFL today. And James Brown.
All right, Greg and Dan, capping an 11-play, 76-yard drive. Larry Johnson was on 9 of those plays, in on 9 of them for 53 yards on that score. 7-0 Kansas City. Johnson running hard there. Back to Greg and Dan.
Well, maybe that Johnson is JB's favorite. You can't ever tell these days.
I know one thing for sure. You take a look at that crowd and that sea of red. No question as to where they're playing.
You bet. Alon Green, the deep back behind Favre. First down from the 27. And this is Green, left side. And not much running room there.
It's really been an awkward start for Brett Favre throwing the football. He's been short on a couple throws. There's his first one of the game, a one-hopper. And there's another low one down to Amon Green. He can't handle it. This one, you got to give some credit to the New England pass coverage. They had pretty good coverage underneath, and Brett was forced to try to loft it. But a 1-for-5 start, certainly something he's not used to.
Not what he had in mind.
No.
2nd and 9. Junior Seau coming up right over center. Pass out here is complete to Greg Jennings, the rookie. Cuts it back inside, across midfield, into Patriots territory to the 46-yard line. First down, Packers.
And let's not forget that New England has some secondary problems of their own. Chad Scott, the guy in coverage at that time, moving back to corner. He has been starting as a safety, and it was a great blitz adjustment between Brett Favre and his rookie receiver, Greg Jennings. New England came on the blitz. Jennings broke off his route, and Brett got him the football before the blitzer could reach him.
Bill Belichick pointed out to us last night how he was watching film. Blitzing right up the middle. Favre gets the ball away so quickly, defenders can come untouched and still not get to Brett Favre in time. He has time this time. Going to go deep. And then is incomplete. A little incidental contact down there. The fans want a flag. It's not forthcoming. Ellis Hobbs on Greg Jennings.
There was all sorts of contact. Let's see if both of them are playing the football. Ooh, that time you can see Ellis Hobbs put the arm bar out. He put the arm out in front of Jennings and should have been flagged for interference. You cannot throw that arm out like that and hit him right in the midsection. And you can midsection, and you could see where it actually interrupted Jennings running of the pattern. That's classic interference.
No call. It's 2nd and 10. Favre has the ball. Pulls it down.
What was that? It looked like it was a fake one-way, and then he was turning to hand it off to someone who was a phantom. This play is going to start with a quick pump to the left. I don't know if that was a double fake. Could he possibly have been faking a pass, then faking a handoff, and then trying to find someone?
Let's just go with saying that wasn't, we're sure it wasn't the way it was drawn up.
Well, that one, That play, I know it's written on a piece of paper somewhere. It needs to go in the circular file.
3rd and 11. Favre with good protection, throws over the middle, incomplete, intended for Driver, his favorite target, but they can't connect him once again. The punting unit will come on.
Well, that was number 80 being covered by number 80. Both of them wide receivers. Troy Brown filling in as the nickel corner, working the slot receiver, really had excellent coverage that time on Donald Driver.
Troy Brown could be deep in punt coverage, but he does need a breather before he goes back on offense.
Troy Brown could drive the bus, doing everything else.
Down toward the corner of the end zone. No, straight up the middle, excuse me. And saved at the goal line. No, it's going to be a touchback. It'll come back out to the 20-yard line. We remind you, coming up tonight on 60 Minutes, Broadway Joe Namath tells the story of his life in football and the embarrassing moment on national television that changed his life forever, followed by new episodes of The Amazing Race, Cold Case, and Without a Trace. That's tonight on CBS, America's #1 network.
Well, there's a guy that has a little in common with Joe Namath in terms of that personality that everyone wants to gravitate towards. And Joe Namath, one of the nicest people I have ever met in my entire life.
Couldn't agree with you more.
He is a good guy through and through, and the same for number 4.
Well, number 4 was all fired up yesterday morning. He was going deer hunting. It was the opening of the gun season in these parts, and
pretty big deal up here.
Oh, you bet. Pretty big deal to Brett. I know that. From the 20, Brady with lots of time. Now throws this side, complete to Riche Caldwell. Out to about the 28-yard line.
Now that was just good work by the Patriots up front. Tom had a chance to go from number 1 to number 2, and I think finally worked his way to number 3. And these guys might have come right from the fields.
Got a kick out of Donald Driver saying that, you know, Brett's been trying to get him to go hunting, and Donald says, I'm just not the hunting kind.
Well, he also made a fashion statement. Said, I don't look good in orange.
Corey Dillon. First down across the 30 to the 32-yard line. Charles Woodson there to make the tackle. Driver also said Brett's been trying to talk him into it. Well, maybe you can go on the other side of the woods and chase the deer back toward me.
That's, you know, that's an assignment I can
completely
understand why he said no thanks. Did he want him to wear a little pair of antlers too?
This is not the neck of the woods to wear your antler hat.
No.
There's Donald Driver. First down from the 32.
Stay as far away from Brett as you can outside of Lambeau.
Flea flicker. Brady across the middle. Looked like he might have lost the handle on that. Caldwell was the man breaking over the middle.
Caldwell was pretty decently covered. And I think Tom might have been trying to just thread that one a little too much. And you're right, he came over the top and drove it right into the ground.
So it'll be 2nd and 10. That's the Packer rookie linebacker A.J. Hawk, who has been outstanding this season. Dillon lost the handle at the 30-yard line. Let's see if the Packers come up with it. They do.
Well, the Packers needed a break, and New England just served one up. Did Corey Dillon ever have the handle? Let's watch the exchange from Tom Brady. He never got it. The ball bounces off the right hand of Corey Dillon. He never got a chance to put that thing away. Right there, he just never gets it. And A.J. Hawk, number 50, the first Packer, could hardly believe it. The ball bouncing right towards it.
Big break for Green Bay. First down at the New England 30. Straight ahead is Green for a couple. Roosevelt Colvin in on the stop. Corey Dillon with a big day in defeat last week. Ripped off a 50-yarder against the New York Jets. Longest run of the season for the New England Patriots, but as you said, he never had that one.
No, and it's really it's really uncharacteristic. Nothing you'd expect to see between a very veteran quarterback like Brady and an even more veteran running back in Dillon.
Vernon Morency along with Henderson in the backfield with Favre out of the shotgun on 2nd and 9. Favre throws far side of the field, and that's complete, but not much gain there. Morency out of the backfield, Colvin with the hit.
Those are the type of completions that defense will give up all day. Only for a couple yards, the defender is right there. And again, this is such a veteran New England defense on the front seven. Yeah, they are banged up in the secondary, but this front seven is outstanding, and it has been carrying this defense all season long.
Green Bay yet to complete a 3rd down conversion. Favre going to go deep, down the sideline, incomplete. Intended for the rookie Jennings, and Scott was with it.
Again, it's very difficult for New England for Green Bay rather, to find anybody running free in this New England secondary so far. They haven't done anything that has confused this New England defense.
Dan, I'm a little surprised at the time Brett Favre is getting to throw with all the rookies on his offensive line and that very good front seven that we were just talking about.
Well, those rookies have been playing pretty well to this point.
Dave Rayner from 44 yards. No good.
And Corey Dillon, the happiest guy at Lambeau right now. Corey Dillon's fumble ends up in no Green Bay points.
You know, going back to that Green Bay experience, what did Brett Favre say yesterday? We often stop ourselves. We often stop ourselves.
Well, when you're trailing and you get a break like that, it is so disappointing to come away with no points whatsoever. And this ball just pushed all the way. Rayner never got it on target, and it was wide right by a pretty good margin. And Mike McCarthy knows you don't get this many opportunities to start a drive in that kind of plus territory, and to come out of it with zilch is very, very disappointing, especially when you know you're playing a superior football team.
On the exchange, they gained 4 yards. The fumble was at the 30. Brady starts from his own 34. The give is to Maroney.
Well, as we're moving towards the last couple of minutes of the first quarter, take a look at these possessions by the Green Bay Packers. As you can see, disappointment follows disappointment all the way down, and then they can't even muster a first down after the gift fumble and a missed field goal. So, woof.
2nd and 7 from the 37. Brady right over the middle, and hit right away is Jabbar Gaffney by number 36, Nick Collins, to New York. And JB.
Hey, Greg and Dan, Michael Vick trying to bounce back from 2 poor performances and 2 losses here. Fakes a toss, drills a bullet 13 yards to Michael Jenkins. 4 plays, 38 yards, 7-0 Falcons. Hey, Greg, I'll stay safe and say back to my guys, Greg and Dan.
JB, thank you. We'll see those Baltimore Ravens next week. Tom Brady, 7 completions to 7 different receivers so far. Now looking at a 3rd and 3 from his own 41. Over the middle, complete. Troy Brown, first down across midfield and into Green Bay territory.
Boy, and right now, the New England offensive line is doing an excellent job of giving Tom Brady a good look at the field. More often than not, he's getting a good opportunity to survey his receivers. That time, he had a good 5 seconds to finally find an open guy, and even then, he could have held it longer if he so chose.
Now from the Green Bay 47. And we get movement up front.
False start. Offense number 70. 5-yard penalty. It's still first down.
That's Logan Mankins, the left guard. I'd say Bill Belichick was subdued when we spoke with him last night, Dan.
Well, he's unhappy. Losing a couple games in a row. They get off to a 6-1 start, and then you lose a couple in a row. He made the team go out in pads, full pads this week for a couple of practices, something that's out of the norm. Normally this time of year they don't do that.
Maroney on the pitch to midfield to about the 49. And with time continuing to wind down, that's very possibly a final play. Corey Dillon walking the sidelines and watching the rest of us with the clock winding down to end the first quarter. Our score 7-0 New England. We're back to Green Bay after this. You're watching the NFL on CBS. Back to Green Bay for the start of the second quarter and part of the accepted apparel here at Lambeau Field. 109 total yards for New England in the first quarter. Maroney in the backfield. 2nd and 12. And now no one in the backfield other than Brady.
Well, Brady was in the slot and came back, exchanged positions with Maroney.
Over the middle, complete. Maroney. Maroney still on his feet and comes up short of the 40-yard line.
You got to give New England a lot of credit for ingenuity. They do some wild stuff, and that's just a good example. Tom Brady's lined up at the slot receiver. Maroney's lined up at quarterback, and then they change places.
If you've even accomplished making the defense go, what are they doing? You've accomplished something.
Well, I know one thing. The one guy that was covering Brady in the slot said, I got my man. I know that. I don't think he was afraid of getting beat on a deep post.
3rd and 3. Brady needs the 38. The give is to Falk. Kevin Falk very close to a first down. Nick Barnett with the tackle.
Let's see where they sit this.
He's short.
Yeah, he's not going to be there. Looks like almost a full yard short.
And on 4th down, Mike Vrabel, the linebacker, again appears in the offensive lineup as Belichick decides to go for it here. Packer Nation to their feet. And Heath Evans has the first down to the 35.
And I love a quick snap on a 4th and short situation. The defense is still digging in. Look at that. They haven't. Some of them are just getting to their positions. Advantage offense every time in that scenario. They get off in a unified surge, and as you can see, the defense has varying levels of getting dug in. That was really easy.
Now on 1st down. This is Maroney. To the 31, close to the 30-yard line. Cullen Jenkins, Ryan Pickett.
Number 85 there in the middle of your screen. That's Doug Gabriel, the wide receiver. Last week against the Jets. At the very bottom is the significant part. He lost the fumble after receiving the pass from Brady, and he's not been back on the field yet for the Pats.
Nor has Corey Dillon since he lost the fumble earlier in this game. Maroney to about the 27.
Last week on a really sloppy field against the New York Jets, Doug Gabriel takes this short. Hey, everything here is great. Right up to that point right there where the ball gets knocked out, the Jets recover it. And we see Gabriel, well, he came in and made the tackle. That's the last thing he's done for the Pats since. He hasn't been back in the game since last week, nor has he made an appearance this week yet.
Meanwhile, Corey Dillon has come back onto the field, and he's in on 3rd and 2 on the 10th play of this drive for the Patriots.
Dillon's doghouse obviously smaller than Gabriel's.
1st down, inside the 25 to the 23.
I think Belichick has a lot more wide receivers than he has running backs. And besides, Corey Dillon If you look at the body of work and what he's accomplished for this franchise since he came over in 04 and that trade with Cincinnati has been nothing short of outstanding. He has been, you know, he had the reputation as a troublemaker. He was unhappy in Cincinnati. His demeanor, his being a team guy in New England has been just super.
The #1 active running back in yards gained with almost 11,000 on first down. Brady gonna throw, incomplete, and a penalty marker.
Yeah, that's going to be interference.
Brady Papinga trying to cover the tight end Daniel Graham.
And the crowd is going, wait a minute, we're seeing New England defensive backs muscle up on the Green Bay receivers, and now one of our guys makes contact.
Pass interference.
Here comes the flag.
Defense number 51. As part of the foul, automatic. First down.
If you take a look at it, he's riding him all the way. You can see he's altering Graham's body. He's pushing him from behind. That was a pretty simple call for the officiating crew.
Also altered the distance from his head to the ground.
Well, these two tight ends for New England, Graham and Watson, are such threats to run way downfield. They're not the big lumbering defensive end. These two guys are quality receivers, 20 and 30 yards down the field.
Vrabel again in on offense on first and goal. Brady going to throw to Vrabel.
Did he get that second foot down? No, I didn't think so.
Vrabel looked pretty good as a wide receiver, getting 1 foot down, but I didn't see a second one come down either.
Folks, this is a linebacker. This is a linebacker making this effort to catch the ball. Look at this. There's the left. Oh, we can see. This will show us where the right. No question about the left. Look at that catch by Mike Vrabel. Whoa! Oh, I think he taps that right toe.
Yeah, but I thought his elbow came down out behind the line beforehand. Yeah.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Corey Dillon bulls his way in for the touchdown. So it's a moot point.
Let's look at that one more time. If his elbow's on the ground, out of bounds, before the right foot taps, then he's out of bounds. Yes, you're right. Yep. The elbow's down, out of bounds. What an effort, though.
We're having a player looked at on the ground. We'll check that out in a moment.
Get a Volkswagen and receive a custom First Act guitar. Plug into the stereo and rock just like Slash. If you're Slash.
Right now, get a 2007 Rabbit starting at just $14,990.
Well, hey guys, there's a better way to phone for less. It's called phonage.
Is that the alarm?
Get unlimited local and long distance for just $24.99. That's a savings of up to 50% on your phone bill. Sign up now and get 1 month free.
I think we lost him.
Phonage. One smart decision among many, many stupid ones.
Wait. Phonage.
Call 1-800-989-4VON.
Let go of the day. Go Outback tonight. For the steak is thick and juicy. The shrimp sweet.
Let's go Outback tonight.
Let go.
Life will still be there tomorrow.
Go Outback.
Are your IRA investments in harmony with your future? Get them back in balance. At E-Trade, you can find premium investment service and advice and free independent research. Roll over your IRA and be well balanced. Click, call, or visit today.
You do not have to listen to your right brain. The truth is, and I'm speaking to your left brain now, I think it's overrated.
You ever had your own head scanned?
No way.
Don't want to know.
We don't choose who we're attracted to. It's pheromones.
Pheromones?
To resist is futile.
3 pounds. New episode, CBS Tuesday.
Corey Dillon was the injured Patriot. He is off the field now under his own power. Gostowski in for the extra point.
He's moving his neck around like it was something, a nerve around the shoulder area.
So it's Corey Dillon who converts from a yard out. And the Patriots build their lead to 2 touchdowns.
In the human body,
The heart pumps blood through thousands of miles of arteries every minute.
Inventor of the Jarvik artificial heart, Dr. Robert Jarvik.
But high cholesterol can clog arteries and lead to heart disease or a stroke. Adding Lipitor is proven to lower bad cholesterol an impressive 39 to 60% when diet and exercise are not enough. And today, clinical evidence proves that Lipitor can reduce both your risk of heart attack and your risk of stroke if you have several common risk factors for heart disease. All important reasons to ask your doctor about Lipitor. Lipitor is not for everyone, including people with liver problems and women who are nursing, pregnant, or may become pregnant. You need simple blood tests to check for liver problems. Tell your doctor if you're taking other medications or if you have any muscle pain or weakness. They may be a sign of a rare but serious side effect. Lipitor is one of many treatment options to consider with your doctor. Could you be doing more with Lipitor? Ask your doctor.
I was pretty nervous, apprehensive.
It was tough to tell him I was joining the Army at first. I did research on my own, tried to get an idea about what the Army was going to be like. It's given me a whole bunch of confidence.
But no, I'm very proud of him.
He's just a stronger, more driven individual.
He could outrun me.
If your son or daughter wants to talk about joining the Army, listen, you made them strong, we'll make them Army strong. Find out more at GoArmy.com.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Volkswagen. Plug in your custom First Act guitar and make your V-dub rock. The U.S. Army. There's strong, and then there's Army Strong. To find out more, talk to your local recruiter. And by Lipitor.
Greg Gumbel, Dan Deerdorf, and the rest of our CBS Sports crew at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. 10:54 to play in the first half. 12 plays, 66 yards. Mike Vrabel just missing out on his 9th touchdown catch of his career. This is Morency from the goal line. Across the 20, and here comes a penalty flag flying from deep.
Vrabel was really wide open on that attempt at a touchdown, and it was a high pass from Tom Brady to a guy that was really all by himself.
Say it. Say it.
All right. How good of a pass did you really expect a Michigan quarterback to make to a linebacker from Ohio State, especially today? Okay.
Especially today.
Paybacks are tough.
You bet. Almost impossible at times. Here's Mike Carey.
There was no foul on the play. All of the action was legal.
All right. There's an all-encompassing
There's Mike
explanation.
By the way, while we're at it, Dan, I know all of football mourns the loss of Bo Schembechler, but I know that he was a man that was more than just your former coach. I know he was a dear, dear friend.
Yes, he was. Thank you for saying that. And we're in Big Ten country here, and I'm sure everyone here, while you weren't a Michigan fan, maybe at least you knew what he accomplished, and I hope there's a lot of respect there.
Favre to throw on first down. Out of the backfield is Henderson, and Henderson across the 25 to the 27-yard line.
Well, the Packers going to have to stretch this field a little bit. Now, 14-0. We're still 10 minutes in the second quarter. You can't, there's no need to start taking chances, but you do have to loosen this group up a little bit. The weakness of this New England defense is in the fact their secondary is banged up. If you're playing this game within 4 or 5 yards of the line of scrimmage, you're playing the game to their strength.
Pickup of 6, 2nd and 4. The give is to Green, reverses field out to the 29-yard line, and he'll be a couple of yards short of a first down. These young players on the offensive line make things really unpredictable for Green Bay.
Well, the one thing they make predictable is that when they get some experience, this young Green Bay team, and it is extremely young. And there's Mark Tosher, their starting right tackle, who's got to sit this game out with a groin injury. The reality is the future for the Green Bay franchise is looking exceptionally good.
And we have a timeout on the field. 9:33 to play, second quarter. Back to Lambeau in a moment.
Today I will earn rewards points in more ways than ever before. And I will do it while Victor tries to distract me. First, I get points for using my Citibank debit card. Next, I get points for my Citi mortgage. Now my greatest secret points for using my City Premier Pass credit card. Istanbul, please. No madness can stop City's many rewarding ways. Victor, pull yourself together. Rewarding. Very, very, very rewarding.
Get used to more action. Download hundreds of movies with AT&T Home Zone. TV with the power of the internet. Another innovation from the new AT&T. Your world delivered.
Get a Volkswagen and receive a custom First Act guitar. Plug into the stereo and rock your V-dub from bumper to bumper.
Right now, get a 2007 new Beetle starting at just $17,180.
Jake Plummer and the Broncos head to Kansas City to battle Larry Johnson and the Chiefs. Broncos-Chiefs, live on NFL Network.
Hey, Pro Bowl balloting's in full swing on NFL.com, and it's all in your hands. Vote for your favorite players today only at NFL.com. 3rd and 2 for Green Bay. And the Packers looking for a little momentum spark.
And looking for their second first down of the day.
That's Noah Herron in motion. Favre going to roll right. And look, and throw, and overthrew a wide-open receiver, Greg Jennings. He had him available on the sideline for a first down and just missed him.
Boy, there's no other way to put it, Brett. Just the momentum to the right affected the football. The ball just kept going to the right, the same direction Brett was going. No chance for a completion. I know Brett's got a couple bad ankles. He strained a groin a little bit during practice on Thursday, and it has not been pretty, his throwing up to this point.
This is Kevin Falk from the 21. Sidesteps the first tackle. Penalty marker is down as Falk fights his way to the 29. This could be a block in the back against New England. Brett Favre having conversations with his coach, Mike McCarthy.
I don't think there's any question to this point in time. The ball has not been going where Brett has wanted it to go. He's been high, he's been to the side, he's been in the ground.
During the return, illegal block in the back. On the receiving team, number 30, 10-yard penalty. They retain possession. First down. Timeout.
Penalty is on Chad Scott. Brett Favre, tough day now. 4 out of 12 for just 35 yards. I'm wondering where this day is going to go.
Just gives me the feeling like she's not listening to me.
Have you tried not saying every other word?
What?
Remember your ski trip story?
Yeah.
I was going down the hill and there was a crowd and
come on, that's
and I was
me.
Stuff either happens or it doesn't.
Holy.
I'm eating this amazing chicken enchilada. Gooey sauce, melty cheese, but it's...
Inchophobia, fear of messy enchiladas. I have just the thing, a chicken enchilada. No, the sauce and cheese are on the inside.
Genius.
Please, doctor.
Taco Bell's chicken enchilada grilled stuffed burrito. Smothered enchilada taste, wrapped up and grilled to go. For more enchilada taste and less enchilada price, think outside the bun.
The Amazing Race teams battle it out.
She cut your dude off.
Who will wash out next? On New Amazing Race, CBS tonight after 60 Minutes.
It started out as an innocent modeling job.
It always does.
I'm sorry I was a bad girl.
How I Met Your Mother, then.
Just hear me out.
Go ahead.
Well, I know that what I've...
Happy Thanksgiving!
The Class.
There was more.
After How I Met Your Mother. New episode CBS tomorrow.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Taco Bell. Think outside the bun. And by MasterCard. There are some things money can't buy. For everything else, there's MasterCard.
Brett Favre and his heir apparent here in Green Bay, Aaron Rodgers. Brady going to throw over the middle, and that's incomplete. Number 85, Doug Gabriel. We were talking about him earlier in his lack of playing time. Just saw his first snap of the day.
And there was good Green Bay pressure that time in the face of Tom Brady. I think that pressure is really the reason that was a bad throw. And a lot of pressure, by the way, falls on this Green Bay defense right now with their offense's inability to do much of anything. They got to dig in, force a New England punt.
Brady gives to Maroney. Maroney tries the left side and is not going to be able to turn the corner. Run out of bounds by Charles Woodson, the cornerback.
And Charles Woodson has to rearrange his helmet after that stiff arm by Maroney. This is a really good job by Woodson of coming up in corner support. But he's going to take right there. He gets that helmet pushed off to the side. Lawrence Maroney has really exceeded expectations. And I know he's a #1 draft choice. But his ability to act like a veteran in terms of picking up blitzes, the nuances of the passing game, has been a really pleasant surprise to New England.
Big third down here for the Green Bay Packers on defense. We get flags. And it's going to be offsides against Green Bay.
On infraction. Defense number 75 jumped into the neutral zone, causing an immediate reaction by the offensive team. It's number 74, 5-yard penalty, still third down.
That's Aaron Campman.
Aaron Campman, an extremely quick defensive end, and you can see it was his movement that forced the kind of quiver on the other side of the ball. If you're in the neutral zone, that time Daniel Graham, the tight end, gave it the quiver. But if you're in the neutral zone, you caused it, the penalty's on you.
So instead of 3rd and 8, it's now 3rd and 3 for Brady and the Patriots. He has time, throws in the flat, and that's first down yardage for Maroney. Got his shoulders squared up and bowled his way for a first down.
Somebody from Green Bay is still on the ground.
That's Cullen Jenkins, number 77. He's up now.
And I think Jenkins was a guy that was attempting to make the tackle. Take a look at it right there. Baja Biamila gets to the outside, and that is Jenkins actually who makes the hit, but too late on Lawrence Maroney.
And Jenkins now comes to the sideline. Maroney again in the backfield. First down now from the 24. And here comes big number 99, Corey Williams, up the middle.
Well, the Patriots are pointing to Williams, but I thought I saw a flinch on the Patriots offensive line.
Ball start. Offense number 68.
Yeah, I thought I saw somebody.
Still first.
Tom Brady going through his cadence. Yeah, and you can see right there, Ryan O'Callahan, number 68, the right tackle, rocked forward. But Tom Brady, that hard count he's doing and that change up in cadence is getting everybody going. That time he got one of his own.
The third false start against New England. 1st and 15. Brady to a wide open Troy Brown to the 24. That'll be a 5-yard gain. And Brady, really a perfect example of a quarterback taking what he's given at this point.
Well, that's the maturity. And of course, Tom's 29 years old and winning a lot of Super Bowls and that kind of stuff. He realizes that, hey, we've got the lead. I'll take my shots when the time comes, but he'll be more than happy to just pick away 5, 6 yards at a time.
This is Maroney. Oh, hit hard at the 25-yard line and just across the 25, but Nick Collins coming up from the safety position with first contact.
Well, that's the kind of a hit you want your safety to deliver. trying to run it right off right tackle, and sitting right in the hole is Collins, who wins the leverage battle. He gets underneath Maroney. He got the pad level underneath Lawrence, lifted him, and made him come to a complete stop. You don't see that all the time.
Last time the Patriots faced a 3rd and 8, they got an offsides call.
Here comes the blitz.
Brady steps up, throws, tipped it incomplete. Number 31, Al Harris, got a hand on it before it reached Rashay Caldwell.
Boy, normally when you see a blitz that's unsuccessful, you'll see somebody running open downfield, but in totally bracketed. That is outstanding work by the Packers, because the blitz did
dead at about the 37 or 38 yard line of the Packers. Pretty good field position coming up for Brett Favre. 5:46 to play in the first half.
Now you see me? Now you don't. Now you see me? Now you don't. What you are seeing is how much farther, wider, and better you'll see with new Silver Star Ultra headlights from Sylvania. Because the next time you see me, I may not be alone. See farther, see wider, see better. New Silver Star Ultra headlights from Sylvania.
The best in German engineering. A powerful motor. And a handling system for precision and control from Braun. Introducing the world's first electric shaver with the expertise of Gillette blade technology. Precisely angled edges cut hair more effectively with every stroke. For Braun's closest, most comfortable shave ever. It even cleans and renews itself. The new 360 Complete from Braun. Precision, control, perfection.
Why does that bother you?
Why does it bother me? So easy a caveman can do it?
Well, it's just a commercial.
Okay. Well, what if it said, Geico.com, so easy a therapist can do it?
Well, that commercial wouldn't make sense to me.
Why not?
Well, therapists are...
Are what? Smart? My mother's calling. I'll put it on speaker.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Hey, on Tuesday, see why the New York Daily News says 3 Pounds is a show with brains and heart. Stanley Tucci stars in an all-new 3 Pounds, a new medical drama Tuesday after the unit here on CBS.
Time for the Green Bay offense to hear the wake-up alarm and realize this game is underway. They got 1 first down. Take a look at that. 4 punts, a missed field goal. Their defense forced a New England punt. Pay these guys back by putting together a drive.
On first down, they give this to Amon Green. Green going nowhere against that front. Vince Wilfork, the first guy to hit him.
Well, it has been a rocky game so far for Brett. That pass well out in front of his intended receiver. This one too long. There's been a couple of them thrown into the dirt. This one was thrown out of bounds to where Jennings had no, and we're all kind of wondering, Brett. I know that wasn't the intent, but it is certainly what's happening to this point. 4 out of 12, completing only a third of his passes.
2nd and 9. Favre going to roll it this way, and look, and overthrows his intended receiver.
And right now, this has got to become a concern for Mike McCarthy. It's not like you're going to give Brett the hook, but is there something wrong? Is there something wrong with his, everyone, up here knows Brett's got a couple of ankles that are being a little balky, causing him some pain and concern with some bone spurs. And then Thursday in practice, he did, to what extent, nobody knows, injure a groin. McCarthy said he's fine. It's not that big a deal. But right now, 4 out of 13 is becoming a big deal.
He has missed the rookie Jennings on a number of occasions. Now looking at a 3rd and 9. Favre has time, wide open, and missed him. David Martin, the tight end, was wide open at the 30-yard line, and Brett missed him too.
And I can't imagine how frustrated Brett Favre is right now. out of the cluster. This is exactly what you want to have happen. Finding a hole in that New England zone, and just no chance of a completion, overthrown severely. And this right now is a major concern for Green Bay. Brett's inability to throw a good ball.
John Ryan kicks it away, and it takes a Patriot bounce at about the 25 up to about the 27-yard line. So Favre wandering the sidelines, looking for answers within himself.
Well, he's going to talk to some of his receivers, and again, it has been a rejuvenated Brett Favre that we've seen the last couple weeks going into the Metrodome. The big win last week, the exuberance, picking up Donald Driver, carrying him around. It made everybody feel so great to see Brett having fun again, having the kind of, and one thing we know for sure, he is not having fun right now. That kind of performance, that's eating away at him.
Just last week, he racked up a season-high 347 yards against Minnesota. This is his 231st consecutive start. Now Brady in the Patriot offense on first down from the 29. And Brady will throw. Steps up, nowhere to go, and down at the 23. And now we have a marker down at the 40-yard line. This could be against Al Harris and the Packers.
Holding defense number 31 on an eligible receiver. 5-yard penalty, automatic. First down.
Well, that might explain one of the reasons why Tom Brady was having difficulty finding somebody
who wasn't being held.
Yes, because a lot of the Packers were in on a blitz. That was a sellout blitz by the Green Bay defense. Bob Sanders, their defensive coordinator, bringing everybody. And it just backfires on you when you get that automatic first down penalty.
First down at the 34 for the Patriots. Maroney. Easy. Squeezes through. Close to the 39. A.J. Hawk, the rookie. It was fun talking with Brady last night, and then earlier in the day with A.J. Hawk, the rookie out of Ohio State. You know, these guys, their attention, fully focused on this game, but always in the back of their mind, Michigan, Ohio State.
Well, A.J. Hawk could not
and
have...
yours too, I might add.
Yeah, no question. A.J. Hawk could not have had a better career at Ohio State. He's such a fabulous combination of speed. This guy can really rock it, but he's also 245 pounds, and this guy is not playing like a rookie at all. He's got veteran qualities already.
Quick pass to the near side, and that's complete to Watson, and Watson out of bounds across the 40 at the 42. That'll put him about a yard or two shy of a first down.
And when in Rome, I guess they think they're blending in. All the way from New England, we got their version of the cheesehead, and I guess that's paying homage to
something of a conciliatory gesture.
Yes, paying homage to a great tradition.
3rd and 2. Maroney trying the left side, has a first down across the 45 to the 46. So the Patriots move the chains. And Brady taking a walk over to the far sideline to get a little clarification, and now he's on his way back.
Keep in mind here, as New England tries to score before the end of the first half, that they don't have their full complement of timeouts left.
New England has 1 and Green Bay has 2.
They've had to burn a couple.
Brady play fakes to Maroney this time. Steps up, throws deep, wide open is Richey Caldwell for the touchdown.
I would say right now that having 1 timeout left, not a major concern for New England. Tom Brady, after being so patient, pounding away with Maroney and Dillon, goes to the play action. And finds Caldwell all by himself. And we talked earlier on about the middle of the field, attacking the safety position was what they were going to do against the Green Bay Packers. And once again, they find a guy in the middle of the field all by himself.
Gostowski's kick is good. Riche Caldwell's third touchdown catch of the year is New England's longest passing play of the season. 54 yards. It's a 3-touchdown lead for New England with 2:22 to play in the half.
What's up? Nothing. Check this out. Is that what you call a chair in Minnesota? It's game time. Bring it! Oh, yeah.
Get the widest selection of your favorite team's gear at NFLShop.com.
I want that!
NFLShop.com.
You know, Riche Caldwell, why wouldn't you be all smiles when touchdowns come that easy? You know things are going well for you.
No, that's one of those where you're going, oh, please get here, and because that ball seems to hang in the air forever. Man, was he wide open, and Tom delivered a perfect strike right in full stride to Caldwell.
Brady's second touchdown pass of the day. And Brett Favre just looking to get something going. Gostowski's kick is to the 2, and this is Morency. To about the 24-yard line. Let's go back to a wide open touchdown.
Well, it's just a great move right here. Right here is Caldwell, and as he goes down, this guy right here is the safety, Marquand Manuel, and watch the move right here, the Caldwell. Right there, he splits it to the, like he's going to run a corner, comes back to the post, and he makes Manuel do a complete 360. He spins him all the way around, takes him utterly out of the play. And again, the middle of the field, a real bugaboo area for the Pack.
Troy Brown is in the secondary for New England. And this is to Amon Green, and this is going nowhere. Richard Seymour all over the ball carrier as we wind our way to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play in Green Bay. 21-0 New England.
Brunch, $30.
Hey, that's okay, Wendy. That was a good carry. You're still the man. You're the man.
Latte, $4.
Shake it off, Johnny. Rub some dirt on it.
New piano, $3,000.
All right, guys. They're not saying boo. They're saying movers.
Supporting your team. Priceless.
All right, Bobby. You still got the best arm in the neighborhood.
There are some things money can't buy. For everything else, there's MasterCard.
This is decaf, right?
Who cried? I did.
Not me.
It was a sad ending and everything. I
saw you with your hand in your chin.
That's called concentrating on the moment. I wasn't crying, okay? I mean, seriously, I don't know why you got...
How you want me to beat you? How? Can I see that one? Oh! That's your boy on the field. He's like, hey, I got the ball. Oh!
Guess what? I want to introduce you to a friend of mine.
That is classic. I can't bear to watch this. I'm going to go eat a sandwich.
Madden NFL 2007. Rated E for everyone. EA Sports. It's in the game.
Prilosec OTC presents NFL Season of a Lifetime. Led by Alex Brown, Tank Johnson, and Brian Urlacher, Chicago boasts the best defense in the NFL. Behind these new monsters of the Midway, the 8-1 Bears are enjoying the season of a lifetime.
Sets, and he's got all day to throw. Winds up, throwing deep, intercepted by Peanut Tillman.
For your season of a lifetime and a chance to spend the 2007 season with your favorite NFL team, visit PrilosecOTC.com.
The secret is out. In Miami, everything is for sale.
Going!
And we mean everything. A new CSI Miami, CBS tomorrow.
while you look upon Rudolph the Cable Reindeer, we'll remind you coming up the Sprint halftime report. JV, Dan Shannon, and Boomer have all the latest NFL scores and highlights, all coming up on the Sprint halftime report.
Well, this crowd has been patient so far. I'm not sure how much longer it's going to last.
2nd and 13 from 22. Favre with time, throws, and that's complete across the 35. A marker is down, and Donald Driver's off to the races. Out of bounds just inside the 40-yard line of New England. Now let's check the flag.
Yeah, you can see the marker come into your picture after Driver caught the ball. You can see the one official saying it's holding.
Before the pass. Holding. Defense number 80 is declined. Play results in a first down.
That's on Troy Brown.
Well, finally, the Packers, who before that play had 39 yards of offense, finally come up with a big play. Right there's the hold. Number 80, Troy Brown, he really grabbed a hold of Driver. And, of course, Driver, kind of a strong guy at 195 pounds. Troy Brown fighting an uphill battle there.
See that last play for 38 yards, eclipsing all that Favre had thrown for thus far.
Well, they doubled their offense.
Favre running out of time and goes down midfield.
Ooh, did he get caught awkwardly around the legs? That was really, you could see Brett got caught on the lower. And now it looks like he's almost his right arm. Something's wrong with his right elbow.
And we're going to have a timeout here with 1:41 to play. Tully Banta-Cain, along with Teddy Bruschi, were in on the sack.
You could see that Brett had someone, was that Banta-Cain down around his ankles, and he was in a hard, a very difficult position trying to defend himself.
And you saw Aaron Rodgers getting a helmet on and getting loosened up as we take another look.
Okay, now Brett has time, but he can't find anybody. But right here, he can't get away from it. Oh, and he kind of lands on his right shoulder. But Banta-Cain has both of his legs wrapped up. And you got to wonder if right there when he landed, after Teddy Bruschi drove him to the ground.
And number 4 is going to come off the field.
Keep in mind, folks, you're looking at one of the true Ironmen and one of the toughest guys that's ever walked on a football field at any level.
We mentioned a little earlier, this is 231st consecutive start. He stands 11 touchdown passes shy of Dan Marino's all-time mark of 420 career touchdown passes. And Aaron Rodgers comes onto the field.
Well, those are his career numbers for the season. Aaron Rodgers has attempted only 3 passes this year, completed 2 of them.
And the ball is at midfield. Rodgers is looking at a 2nd and 20 from the 50-yard line. We were talking with Mike McCarthy yesterday about Aaron Rodgers, and does he see Rodgers as the kind of quarterback that can step in when Brett Favre decides to step aside? And he said absolutely. He has the talent, he has the ability.
Well, and he certainly, all of last year, his rookie year, he's had a chance to study at the feet of the master. Certainly getting to watch Brett Favre work every day, talk to him about why do you go this direction? But it was all talk before, now it's play.
And he'll come out throwing here. 2nd and 20, they're going to blitz him. Rodgers throws far side, incomplete. Intended for Ruvell Martin.
Let's go back and revisit the play where Brett Favre, does he hit his hand? Let's take a look at it right here. This is, right there now. He's caught down around the lower legs. Let's really focus on the right arm. I can't see nothing happens other than when he gets driven into the ground. But he almost looks like he's grabbing his wrist a little bit.
On 3rd and 20, Rodgers throws, incomplete. And that'll bring the punting unit on with 1:32 to play in the first half. And Favre still being looked at on the sideline.
John Ryan will punt for the Packers. Kevin Falk for the Patriots.
Kevin Falk deep for the kick, coming from John Ryan. And fair catch called for by Falk, and he muffed it and covered it back at the 15.
Well, there's an opportunity wasted by the Packers by not having anybody close to Falk when he muffs that punt. It's pretty apparent that Brett Favre is having difficulty getting his right hand to work properly. And one minute he's looking at the forearm, the hand, the wrist.
Well, that'll be a pretty interesting halftime conversation. See how Brett Favre feels before coming out here in the second half.
First and 10 from the 16.
Well, you were right, Dan. You talked about doing one of the true Iron Men in this league.
If ever the Patriots are just going to kneel on the ball and run out the first half. If ever there was just tape it up, coach, and put me back in guy, it's Brett Favre. You certainly don't want to do anything foolish to jeopardize your health, but we will try to get a report from the Packers as quickly as we can as to specifically what it is.
And should Favre not be able to continue, then the pressure falls to second-year quarterback Aaron Rodgers.
And when you say the pressure falls, it's tough enough replacing Brett Favre if the ball game was even, much less being down to the Patriots 21-0.
And with that kneel down, that'll do it for the first half. Brett Favre gets the ride to the locker room. Packer Nation holds its collective breath. And meanwhile, the Green Bay Packers will try to regroup because they're on the short end of a 21-0 game here at Lambeau Field. The word early is that it's his elbow, his throwing elbow, and that his return is questionable, but you know that'll be analyzed and dissected at halftime. It's the end of the first half, 21-0 New England. Sprint Halftime Report is after this message and a word from your local station. You're watching the NFL on CBS.